Join us live tonight on Third Phase of Moon Radio. Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. The world is changing right now. To talk about our latest UFO videos we released in August, the best of August 2014. Multiple UFOs from around the world, all the way from right there in Napa when an earthquake happened. Incredible ship. It looks like it fades into the clouds. Not sure what it is. People are claiming it looks like the Batmobile. It possibly could be. I'm not sure. We're just sharing the videos that we get into Third Phase of Moon. Also, we also wanted to give out a shout-out to team member Dr. J. Andy Elias right now. He needs our prayers. He's in a place that, if the world comes together, prayers are in his thoughts, he might be able to be back here soon at Third Phase of Moon, rocking on like he used to, bringing the big guest in. Let's go to some of the callers right now calling in to Third Phase of Moon. Welcome. You've been hanging on for a while. 210, welcome to Third Phase of Moon.
Hi, name is Billy. I'm from San Antonio.
Hey, Billy, welcome.
Yeah, this is the first time I've called. I was looking through the internet, YouTube, and I saw some videos that y'all posted up, and they're really interesting. I don't know how much of what I want to say I can say. Can I mention names? I've actually got a gripe, not about y'all, but about an organization that is trying to blackball me, I guess, if you will, and it's kind of upsetting.
Hey, man, this is an open line. Free, go for it, man. We're out here as a conduit to share it to the world. We're
okay.
Like a fluid faucet running water. Say what you will. Go
Awesome.
for it.
Okay, well, on June the 3rd, I had this massive sighting, this incredible sighting. I walk out to my backyard, and as soon as I walk outside, I see this huge blue streak across my path, and it goes from left to right. And automatically your brain starts thinking, and you're trying to analyze, well, what was that? You know, was it a spotlight? Was it a searchlight? No, couldn't have been that. It was too low. Was it a shooting star? No, it's not the same color. What could it be? A plane? No. Helicopter? No. And so I start thinking, okay, well, why don't I just continue looking in the same direction, and possibly I can see it again. Well, I do that, and I keep looking in the same direction, and what do I see? I see this light source, and which I believe now was an ET craft, and it's blinking, and I believe it's trying to make contact with it. So automatically I pull out my phone, start recording. I approximately record. Yeah, I've got a lot of video of this.
Have you posted it to YouTube?
I have. Not the entire thing.
Can you send me the name of the YouTube video that you uploaded so we could view it right now live on Third Phase?
Billy Martinez UFO, and or UFO Billy Martinez YouTube. The one video, I sent two videos to MUFON. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, we're listening, Billy. This was shot in San Antonio, Texas, correct?
Yeah, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, we're going to take a look at it right now, Billy. It looks like you got a couple of videos. Hey,
I've got a few of them. The real
Billy,
interesting
may I
one,
share this right here on Third Phase?
You sure may. Absolutely. Look, the really, really, really interesting that you really want to look at is the one that shows two buildings. Those are actually one's my house, the other is the neighbor's house. Look for that one. It should be at the bottom of the screen of that posting. That one is so incredible, so incredible. I've got like multiple craft, like in between the houses.
Well, I'm taking a look at that. You know, we're going to have to go through your archives, Billy. Let me take a look at your YouTube site, and definitely I want to go over it. Tell me, so you've had multiple accounts, or is this a one-night event?
No, multiple. The last one I saw was just a few days ago, and that was in the daytime, and that happened in China Grove. And believe it or not, I only saw invisible craft when I replayed the video. But my instincts, everything tells me when to look and where to look, and sure enough, I look. And the reason I say invisible craft is because I'm aiming, my phone out there, and sure enough, you see other crafts, yeah, but the ones that are invisible, I'm looking at them, and I'm like, well, what is this? And it looks like a smear on the, when you play it back, but then this smear, everything in that smear continues to go in a direction. So these are invisible craft. But if you're
It's quite interesting because it was an array of the internet went crazy on just the recent sightings over there in Texas. Was it on basically the same day?
Are you talking about the latest one I saw, or the first time I posted, the first time I recorded one and sent it into MUFON?
Well, I know that there was an amazing event over there in Texas. Thousands of people have seen a UFO. It was a disc shape. It was blue, and it was pretty much all over the internet. We're trying to get permission for the person that shot it, but it's interesting that Texas is the hot spot right now for UFOs. I'm sure when we post this up on YouTube, we want to ask everybody there in Texas. You know, I'm sure everybody has cameras now. It's the 21st century. So people, keep your eyes on the skies. Submit your videos to Third Phase of Moon. Billy, I want to thank you for joining us right here at Third Phase and sharing your videos.
Yeah, absolutely. But the one reason the main reason I'm calling is, because like I said, I have a gripe. As soon as I submitted my first video, and I've seen an ET craft just like it on Dr. Stephen Greer's Sirius disclosure, and I was like, wow, I've got one just like that. And so I sent it. I wrote out my thing, sent it into MUFON, and they didn't give me a case number. But a couple of days later, I believe it was the director of investigations out of New Jersey. I think his name was Ken Pfeiffer, I think. I could be wrong on the name, but he sent that over to the filer report. Okay, and the next thing I know, it's on filer's report, and that's mine, and that's my writing it. And so I call MUFON, and I'm like, hey, I don't mind the guy, submitting that. I think that's great, but I don't even have a case number for that. What's going on? And they're like, well, okay, I tell you what, we'll get somebody to call you, and we'll try and give you a case number. So even before I have a case number, this Ken person out of New Jersey already knows that it's a real sighting, and he submits it somewhere else to share. So then the people from Texas call me. I had 3 different people call me, or not call me, but email me. The first one was a Goodrich, I think, or a Goodwin, and then the second one was a Henson, or maybe it was a Hudgens, and then the third one was a Henson. But apparently the DOI, the Director of Investigation, Steve Hudgens, comes back at me like, you didn't see anything. Actually, what you saw was a bug. And I'm like, you're crazy, man. You're absolutely crazy. I didn't tell him that I had recorded 10 minutes and 33 seconds of this, and this the one that I wanted to share with MUFON, for no particular reason, had already gotten validated by the...
That's right. MUFON continuously is kind of filtered out the UFOs and pick and choose, and they rarely, if ever, get back to the person that shot it and pretty much drop the ball on everything except, take the report and then go nowhere else, and they don't have a voice. That's why I think Third Phase of Moon is the number one place to share your UFO videos, because when you share it to us, you're sharing it to the world. Hey, let's take some other callers calling in from around the world. Let's go to area code 818. Welcome to Third Phase.
Hi, it's Anonymous calling in. I want to give out some good wishes to Dr. J. Elias, because he's been speaking with me for over a year now regarding the attacks that I've been suffering and that other people have been suffering from the scalar waves. And I want to inform everybody that they should look at the Pittsburgh, or rather the recent Pennsylvania UFO sighting on YouTube. This, from what I've gathered from another contact of mine and my own experiences, that is a scout craft, and the ETs are planning a public open contact at some point this year, most likely, or early next year. And this will be groups that will be claiming to be from Procyon system, Andromeda system, and other systems. Some of them will profess to be from those systems, but ultimately it's unverifiable. But they will be here in what's called a war of enforcement. So people can look that up on YouTube. A war of enforcement is most likely going to occur this year or early next year, in which these supposedly benevolent ETs will finally show up and offer some help to the people.
That's exactly, I think you hit it right on the head. In our latest movie that we're going to be releasing soon, Hangar 52, We're Not Alone, we put the trailer out just a day or so ago, and it's been hitting the rounds on the internet. It's been they really can't wait to see the movie. The audience reactions to this trailer is very exciting. We're excited to get it out there. It's wrapped up, and our message is right in Hangar 52. It's just not a regular, slasher horror movie. All aliens are bad, and when you watch the movie, you'll understand it. There is a message to the world. Anonymous, I wanted to also ask you, we were able to speak to Dr. J today, and we let him know that all the prayers that have been going out via the Facebook when we announced this unfortunate event that's going on right now, and everybody needs to pray for Dr. J. The world is knowing. He knows that the world is really sending out the prayers to him. Your thoughts on that, Anonymous?
Yeah, absolutely, and I am every day. I'm sending out positive energy to Dr. J because he's really been on the ball and he's really done a lot to help a lot of people. So I hope everybody can either pray for him or send out good wishes. But before I get to before I sound like I'm complimenting these supposedly benevolent ETs who might show up, these guys, when they show up, they haven't done anything to help us for, thousands of years. So they're finally going to show up because the gray reptilian ETs and the gray human hybrids have finally crossed the line, and they're doing so much damage right now with the abductions and the scalar wave attacks that these supposedly benevolent groups claiming to be from Procyon and Andromeda and whatnot will finally show up and proclaim to have our best interest at heart, when all along they have not been giving us the information regarding what's happening. So I want people to take everything with a huge grain of salt and also understand that these gray human hybrids have been working with the grays and the reptilians, and they have been attacking, torturing, and killing people for thousands of years with these technologies. So don't take gifts from, beware Greeks bearing gifts, because that will be a smokescreen to fool everybody into trusting them or joining the dark side, so to speak. So basically,
Anonymous, so you do bring up the dark side of humanity, and we hit upon that element in Hangar 52, We're Not Alone. Basically, the fact is that we took all the knowledge from people like you, Anonymous, even what you're saying with the aliens and the grays and the reptilians, all the knowledge over the years that have been coming into third phase of the moon. We're taking bits of what all this truth out there, in my opinion, and put it into a movie as best as we possibly could under a budget that, we're not big Hollywood. We're just third phase of the moon here, a small little production trying to share it to the world. And we wanted to use the knowledge that we've learned from third phase and give it to the world. Let's go to some other callers that are calling in to third phase right now from around the world. Area code 831. You're live, third phase.
How's it going? This is Andrew. There?
Hey, doing good. Welcome.
Hey, thanks a lot. Enjoy your show. Thanks a lot. I think people really are getting enlightened by your content. And
well,
I thought I saw
UFO. Our latest video, I think, was our 1,000 videos. So we've hit it's a pretty big statement to say. I think we do have the world's largest archive of UFO videos, and not just that. It's people that have shot these videos, and people that like Anonymous calling in about their extraterrestrial experience. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought I saw a UFO last night. I just started mentioning it. It seemed like it was skipping. It looked like a little mini comet, and it looks like what I've seen on...
Can you get a little closer to the phone? You said you saw a UFO last night? Go ahead.
Yeah. I saw a UFO last night, or actually it was the night before. Last night was cloudy here. But it looked like can you hear me okay? Or...
You're coming in a little better. Thanks.
Okay, good. It just looked like a small comet, and it skipped, and it appeared to, change direction fast, as though it was a rock that would be an uneven surface, and if you tried to skip it on the water, it would hit and go a totally different direction, And it was just a white light, and I tracked it as far as I could, but it was doing erratic maneuvers and things, and I just thought it was, I took note, and it was cool. So.
Well, congratulations. You know, when the people will mistake a UFO for a comet or a meteorite, but when they start doing zigzag formations, then the 90-degree angle turns on a dime, like I've seen myself. Yeah. I know that's not something that is anything that's capable right now of human technology. Not saying that these things could be human technology time travelers.
I think that's really possible, definitely. I think that's part of the reason why there's not much.
You know, were you able to get a chance to take a look at our latest trailer, Hangar 52, We're Not Alone?
This kid claims he's been abducted. They just recovered him in this old barn.
This machine, it's alive.
I know what you are.
He's not human. He's a killer.
What do you want?
I'm the journalist that was called in for the story.
Like the little green men from Mars?
They are not from here.
Seriously, today, after what I saw, this stuff is real.
Wow, UFOs? This is getting interesting.
The boy, Corey, I think he's the center of this. He has a connection with them. Is that you? There's something happening. And it's bigger than all of us. What do you mean? Invasion.
It's a dark reptilian race, bent on destroying humanity. And it won't stop coming for us until we're all dead.
These are the diagrams and schematics of the machine.
The specs are she's dead. This time to die.
Invasion has begun. They're just terraforming to make the planet more habitable for the Draconians. If we don't stop the greed and stop the violence, stop these wars, that's what the Draconians feed on. If we don't fix this, it's gonna be the end of our world.
I think there's something special down here, and I think they want you to see it.
Is the world ready for disclosure?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I saw it. You know, I'm wondering what, you know, kind of about what you want to accomplish with it. You know, how much fiction's in it, if it's fiction or if it's based on reality, or based on theory, but you know, real experiences people have had. Those type, you know. So those are the questions.
Absolutely. You know, I was just stating earlier, pretty much all the information in the movies from the public from around the world and all the knowledge that's coming in. And I think we stay genuine to that, and the message is right. Once you get to see it, you'll understand. Hey, thanks for joining us right here at Third Phase Moon. And if you capture something, you know, we really want to take a look at that video.
Yeah, I'll try to get something for you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Keep your eyes on the skies.
Take care. I will. Thanks.
Hey, Elizabeth's joining us right here at Third Phase Moon. She's been sharing, you know, videos right from her backyard, and sometimes with alien beings at points. Elizabeth, welcome to the show.
Hey, Blake. Blake.
Yes, I'm here. I'm just, you
know,
my mind's preoccupied on Dr. J. It's been really tough over here at Third Phase of Moon. He's going through tough times, and
is he sick?
Everybody needs to pray for Dr. J because we want him back. His knowledge, he's been the ufologist for, you know, pretty much since he was a kid with his first experience, and now once we invited him on Third Phase and told him to go out and get the big boys so we could interview them and share their knowledge to the world, and now he is one of the big boys, one of the top, in my opinion. So, you know.
Is he sick?
I'm just talking about Dr. J because Dr. J's on my mind a lot.
Is he sick, Blake?
Well, he's you know, I don't want to go into his medical details. You know, he's in a place right now that, you know, he needs our prayers. Right? We let him know that we spoke to him. He couldn't talk back. Let's just put it that way. But he was aware of what was going on, and then we hope that's the best sign.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You like my new picture?
Yeah, Elizabeth. So I know you sent a lot of pictures over here this way, and a lot of them are very provocative and very interesting. Tell me, we'll share. What's this picture of? You're saying there's something behind your shoulder here?
Yep, you see it, don't you?
You know, it's an interesting word. It's like you see faces in the clouds, and sometimes, you know, the human eye wants to see something. Just like the video we just posted, and no offense, Elizabeth, you know, there's a lot of interesting artifacts out there that the human eye wants to pick up. We're sometimes possibly guilty of it right here at Third Phase Moon when we post a lot of these curiosity photos from Mars, and it's quite baffling. We just posted one a day or so ago of what looks to be a massive. You know, it's a statue. It looks like an Egyptian statue on the of Mars. I'm not sure if you saw that video. It's very interesting. And then the comments, you know, we might have got that wrong. It might have not have been Egyptian. People are more comparing it to Ganesh or the elephant goddess and, you know, the Indian religion. So there's a lot of different ways that people are looking at this thing. And, yeah, maybe we're looking at something that is the real deal, and we're not here to judge. What do you think in your gut?
Of the video the picture I sent, or of your video? I think your video is real.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm talking about the entity of what you think. Did you feel a presence, or were you just going through the pictures?
Oh, yeah. Yep, they're here every night.
What did the family member, who shot it? Was it a selfie?
I took the picture.
So you felt like an entity behind your back, and then you said, I'm going to take a picture of it kind of right now kind of thing?
Yeah, I have a portal to the Arcturians, and I've asked them to show themselves, and I have some more pictures, but, you know, I can send them in if you'd like. I just thought I'd send you a few.
We always look at your photos over here at Third Phase. You know that, and you're laughing. Wow, you know, the people are listening, and your story is getting out there. And I think one of these days, I wouldn't be surprised if some network is just going to follow Third Phase of Moon like they always do, like you know, the Hollywood TV cable system. Once we release something on Third Phase of Moon, they're on top of it like flies. I'm sure they're going to be calling you pretty soon. Let's see, your video.
I hope not.
I know. These guys.
I really don't. I don't want any process. I don't want to be known. I just want to get the word out that these beings are real and they are here. And you know, this is just me. I just want to share my pictures. That's all.
Well, you just your latest video that you shared. Well, that photograph, the cryptoid alien caught on in that photograph. You got the word out to 87,000 people at the moment, and that's just in views alone. So, good job, Elizabeth.
Thanks, Blake. You have a good one.
Well, I just want to take the calls right now here tonight. I'm hoping maybe we're going to stay online, maybe let the phone line switchboard build up. We're going to take a break, and then we'll be back maybe in about 5 to 10 minutes. Everybody stand by. Blake Cousins, Third Phase of Moon. We're right here at Third Phase of Moon, standing by, taking your calls from around the world to get the word out on the UFO phenomenon. Break the silence. Let's get it down. Smoking gun. End the suppression of. We know that the governments from around the world know what's going on. They have the free technology. They just want to utilize all the oils and stuff before and profit on it. And then just maybe, then they'll give us this free energy. But that's going to take too long. I want it now. But anyway, Let's get to callers from around the world. Area code 619. Welcome to Third Phase of Moon.
Hey, Blake, it's Kelly from San Diego. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay under the circumstances. Kelly, welcome.
Yeah, first off, I just want to give we also gave out our wishes and prayers out to Dr. J. I know he's hospitalized right now, and me and my wife here, we just wish the best for him, and want to thank him for all he's done so far with ufology, that he has helped you as in Third Phase of Moon, you and your brother, and hope the best for him.
Absolutely, Kelly. It's I think that power of prayer, whether it's God or it's just the energy that surrounds us, that when you focus it on one spot, it's scientifically proven that when they take a mass of people to pray for a certain patient in one room with the same kind of, diagnosis, and then people don't pray for the other person in room B, basically, the person that's getting prayed for in room A, it's scientifically proven over and over and over again. It works.
Oh yeah, well, I'm a lot about that stuff too, especially with the human species, as well as like the vibrations that each one of us give off, including with the planet Earth as well. Is that that prayer does work. It does affect. It could also help and heal everybody that who they're praying for. That is a proven fact. I have read that as well.
We just came with the term "pray it forward" kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're keeping our fingers crossed, and I think like you said, all this human energy is about as powerful as the universe itself, and I think there's a reason behind it. I know people are really concerned about Dr. J, and he's listening, and he's getting the word out. He's getting the word that people care about him, and that's an amazing thing, that this world, there is a good humanity. But right now there is this shocking element of ISIS right now, and these disturbing videos that are leaking out on the internet, and some people are claiming it could be a fake, not the real deal. It's just false propaganda videos. This ISIS thing is kind of getting interesting. What's your thoughts on that?
I am in the military, and as I serve anyway, I look upon that stuff, and looking at that stuff as well, I believe that is part propaganda. I mean, if you look at the beheading of the guy, the American, I believe he was like a photographer or something. I believe that was fake. That whole propaganda, black flag thing. I mean, if you looked at it, just like the guy they talked about that got beheaded before. I mean, even physicists or doctors looked at those type of videos and say that if you were to cut somebody's throat like that, the type of blood that would be squirting out because the heartbeat would be pumping. Of course, the person would know that he was going to be dying, so his adrenaline would be pumping. That stuff would be like a total mess. And if you look at that stuff too, because obviously in that video it doesn't really show a lot of it. They kind of cut it out. I mean, if it was real, those guys would want to videotape and just show the world. And by the time they end of the video, he shows with a head on top of a body with a little bit of blood spill. I mean, to me, that's fake. I mean, but like with the ISIS going around, I mean, I've seen some stuff on this on HBO. This piece they called Vice. They showed some pretty graphic stuff when they're inside there, and I just it just saddens me that like these governments and everything else is pushing these other countries that are poor and stuff that into chaos like that. I mean, it's just like the New World Order. They believe on try to eliminate the human race down to 500 million or 500,000. Just to control the masses just the way they want it. That could be also the thing that the Illuminati or the New World Order is in cahoots with they say with the reptilians, just trying to control this planet and everything else. I mean, because what I've read is that that's one of the oldest races here in the universe, the reptilian race, with the draconians as well, like like the show that you came out with, and the alien, the Greys, I believe, I've also read that those ones are more like they were a made entity that, they because maybe they can't come into this planet because of the, you know, the gravitational forces, you know, they can't maybe withstand, or even
you know
like,
what I think about, Kelly, about it? Let's get back to this Foley thing for the moment, is that, you know, everybody to comment on that, and, you know, I don't suggest anybody seeing the video. I have not even seen the video. I'm just saying that I saw parts of it, and apparently it goes into the beheading scene, but if the guy's about to die, this is what I hear most out there, is the opinion is that I wouldn't be praising the people that are just about to execute me. It just doesn't work that way, in my opinion. I would be having a different reaction, and people pretty much agree with that statement.
That is true. I mean, if you look at, I mean, the video that I seen, it was just like kind of a statement. And the guy who's like supposed to be with the thing over his face is like, you know, he speaks better English than some people that's here in the United States. So, I mean, it's kind of, to me, it was kind of fake. But besides the ISIS thing, you know, you had one video that just posted about the family that was here visiting California up north before, you know, around the earthquake. But the video they showed, you know, looks like a cigar shape that kind of went into the clouds.
Yeah,
that right there, that was a pretty good video right there.
Yeah, you know, Alex Christensen shared the video. Unfortunately, it's just kind of, he's filming his screen, so it's not as the highest quality as we want. We have yet to get the HD video, but when we spoke to him in the interview, you know, it seems very genuine. The video's amazing, and I just hope to get the HD video and share that to the world. But yeah, it was an incredible sighting. But on top of that, there's a lot of sightings after major UFO, major events. You know, earthquakes, major storms, tsunamis, the Japan tsunami. All kinds of anomalies show up, even over the Ukraine, the cigar-shaped one that was making the rounds on the Internet. Speaking of the Ukraine, basically it's official now that Putin's basically claiming the Ukraine invasion has begun, kind of thing. You know, the world's in a pretty scary moment at this time. I want to settle things down. I think Hangar 52 is the feel-good movie of the when it's released. It's an inspiring movie. Let's get it down to. Let's not get down to this 5% only top living and then eliminate the rest of us. That's you know, it's a very high possibility.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I mean, that's the whole thing I was trying to talk about earlier too. It's just, you know, I just can't believe like those type of people, they cause chaos across the world, and that's just the, you know, the way they want to do it. And we should come together as a species, not just, you know, any kind of color or human race that we are, just as a species that we can, you know, grow and learn from each other. It seems like that we have lost that from the ancient times, where, you know, we as human beings, you know, should learn from each other. I mean, the technology that we had back then is like we lost it, and now we're, you know, still trying to find it. And as people like us, like you and your brother, you know, sharing this information to everybody around the world that, you know, that's listening and, you know, would like to be involved, just like myself and me and my wife, you know, we appreciate everything that, you know, like you guys do, and you know, we're, you know, people who listen to within your radios, that, you know, we're glad this is out there, you know what I mean, so everybody can enjoy it.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, the word is getting out, Kelly, and, you know, we're humbled by it. We got 181,000 followers around the world just on YouTube alone, and, you know, people, it's a passion now. Now people, we can't deny it. The information comes in. What are we going to do? Just stand by and not do anything with it? You know, it's kind of we're an obligated entity at this moment. Let's welcome other callers in from around the world. Let's go to area code 360. Welcome to Third Phase. You're live.
That's it. I'm in line to talk to Blake Cousins. To be quick.
Yeah, this is Blake Cousins. You're talking to him. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, this is Carlton. I live in Vancouver.
Hey, Carlton. Welcome to the show.
How's it going?
Doing good under the circumstances. We have a team member that needs our prayers. But go ahead, all the way from Vancouver. Welcome.
Yeah, I was calling in. I actually have quite a lot of sightings out here in Vancouver, Washington. I've seen multiple UFO phenomenon up in the sky over the past few years.
You know, the Vancouver area is a pretty big hotspot for UFOs. Have you been videotaping these things?
No, I got a videotape. People just look at me really funny when I stand outside. It's pretty bulky.
You know, a lot of the Vancouver sightings, there's this, they are off at a distance. They're saying that they're there every night. They're hard to capture on film because they're so far up, but basically these things aren't stars. Is this kind of the description that you're seeing over there?
Yeah, I've actually seen them up in the sky, how you just explained. I've also seen them really close. I've seen one over Vancouver Lake, about 150 foot away. It was a big 10-foot wide pink light. It almost looked like it was surveying the land. It would be in one spot, and it would zip over to another spot, and then it would zip back to another spot, and it was just right across this little river we were fishing on.
It's quite interesting, yeah, and they're usually very rare. Do you see these things in the daytime, correct? It's usually it's always like a regular nighttime event going out over there.
Oh, yeah, out of all the times that I've seen them up in the sky, I've only seen one during the daytime, and it was flirting right on the edge of a single cloud on a blue sky. It was right on the edge of it, and then it just flipped out, like it just turned right off.
Well, the sightings are starting to get more increasing as the summer just finished. So I think prepare yourself for more videos and more sightings in your area because the sightings are getting more on a trend now. And I think now is the time, maybe now is the time that they're going to be really out all over the world. So we suggest everybody have their eyes on the skies this month because through chatter that we're getting, people are saying that they're going to be revealing themselves a lot more often, and that's what we're hoping.
Oh yeah, about the same time last year, I was sitting on my balcony, probably about maybe 12:30 at night, and I had just happened to be looking up at the black sky, looking at the stars, and I watched 6 disc UFOs fly right over my apartments. They're in 3 triangle formations. You know what I mean, like 3 in one formation, 3 in another formation, and they're moving with each other north towards Seattle. And both of the outer ones on the left and right group of UFOs did this weird hummingbird flutter off into the sky. It was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Hey, man, congratulations. We've, seen a UFO like that, daytime sighting, broad daylight, and, it's not a conventional aircraft. Something's going on and something special.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff out here that I can't explain. I can go all night long just talking to you about the things I've seen. I've seen a thundercap going east, and me and my daughters, both my younger daughters, witnessed probably about 30 of them just flying in and out of the cloud, almost like they're dogfighting. Like they would come at each other, and then they would bounce away, almost like magnets bouncing away from each other. It was pretty crazy.
Absolutely. We want to thank some of the people that are joining us on Flash Chat tonight, and flip it for you. Yeah, have a great walk over there in New England, and have your camera ready, okay? Flip it for you, and hey, we wanted to thank you all the way from Vancouver for sharing your incredible sightings. Any last words for the viewers from around the world?
Nope. I'm just glad everybody that's in agreement that UFOs are real, and we all know what we've seen, and you know what you've seen, and I just hope everybody else comes to realization we're not alone.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for joining the show. Area code 210, you're on live. Any last words?
Yes, actually, I just wanted to find out if you were able to see the 12-second video, the one that the ET craft just comes up, I guess, like about 7 feet in front of me, and if you pause it, you can get a real good view of it, and then it just leaves. This is in my backyard also. I've got lots and lots of sightings. I've got lots of video, but I mean if you play that back in slow motion, when you have the time, play it back in slow motion. It actually appears that something at the bottom of the craft opens up slightly, and something leaves it. And I'm also gonna post other videos where this ultraviolet light just comes down and just consumes me, and it's mind-boggling. I'm gonna post it. I hope you review it, and it's just fascinating. I possibly even may have been abducted. I don't know, but I really want to find out more about what's going on with all this stuff, especially with me, too. So,
absolutely, Billy A. Thanks for calling in. And as always, we always look at everybody's videos that submitted to us right here at Third Phase of the Moon. Hey, we got a quick caller calling in from area code 508. We're on the last leg of the show, but I wanted to give everybody their last words and maybe a possible statement. Area code 508, welcome to the Third Phase. Tell us where you're calling from. What's your name?
How you doing, Blake? It's Chris. I'm calling from Boston, a.k.a. Flip It For You.
Hey, Flipper for you. How you doing, man? Right on.
I'm
New England. I could recognize that accent, no doubt about it. Hey, geez, Flipper for you. First time on Third Phase, but you're always on the Flash Chat. Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. Just wanted to just send my best wishes out to Dr. J. Thinking of him, you know.
Absolutely, man. It's humbling. It makes you think about life, no doubt about it.
That's for sure. It's too short, and we all take it for granted. I was calling because I was interested in your movie. You know, I saw the preview there. I think it looks great, and was curious when it might be coming out, how you're going to release it. Is it just going to be YouTube? Is it going to be pay-per-view? What's the deal?
You know, that's a good question, Flipper, for you. We just got done making the movie, and it was a lot of fun, but very hard work at the same time. You know, 12, 15-hour days every single day for about 4 months, and trying to get the word out on Third Phase of Moon at the same time was quite the accomplishment. But you know, the movie's wrapped. It's all posted. Where the edit's finished, and we're done. The movie's finished, so we're happy about that. Now, you know, we're going to concentrate on Third Phase of Moon and see how it goes. We want to get it out. It will definitely be out on YouTube one of these days. If it's going to be the exclusive on YouTube, we're not exactly sure about that. We're shopping it around. We're looking for, you know, see how it goes. If we could get it out there easily to the people and maybe do it via Hulu or cable television, we'll see what goes down. But I could guarantee it will be given up for free right here on Third Phase of Moon one of these days. But I'm glad you liked the trailer. We're having a lot of fun putting it all together and getting this movie out there.
Excellent. Looks interesting. Did you get a chance to see that Pennsylvania UFO video taken from a woman's cell phone, and she called the police, and the police responded and saw it as well? And it's a pretty interesting story.
It's been making the rounds on the internet, and definitely that when police officers confirm UFO sightings, and, you know, these people, well, you know, the police are kind of getting a bad rap right now, what's going on in Ferguson, but that doesn't represent all of the law enforcement here in the United States. But, yeah, when you have yeah, exactly. We have a lot of people coming forward on Third Phase, yeah, with astronauts and pilots and doctors. Even Kamako Vivioli, Reynolds Kamako Vivioli is a retired police officer. So that really makes these sightings very legit. I look forward to speaking with the girl from Pennsylvania that shot that video.
Yeah, that would be a good interview. And I just want to thank you for hanging in there tonight, too, extending it for the whole hour. That's a good one.
Well, I know, Flipper, for you, we try and do that, get it, you know, stay on as long as we can, no doubt about it. But sometimes we have a lot of breaking news coming into Third Phase Moon. Flipper, for you, I really want to thank you for joining us right here. And, yeah, you're going to go for that walk tonight in New England, Boston. Have your camera ready, all right?
Will do. Have a great night.
All right, guys. This is it, Third Phase of Moon. Everybody, again, pray for Dr. J. Andy Elias, and have an enlightened night tonight. Everybody, we're not alone. Things are going to get better. My name is Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again. Bye.
This is the largest UFO wave we've had in Pennsylvania in 35 years.
What's going on in Bucks County? Total mayhem.
If that was a plane, it would have fell right out of the sky. You want to find that wow image, the one that's going to say, look, we've got them, they're here.
Did he saw a very, very unusual phenomenon.
If we can validate the story, what we have is an unidentified object in that airspace.
UFOs exist. What is not certain is what they are. The Mutual UFO Network, or MUFON, watches the skies, investigating sightings soon after they occur. Their investigators use the tools of science, psychology, and law enforcement to get as close to the truth as the truth will allow. Unidentified flying objects definitely exist. Only identity remains a mystery. The mystery of UFOs over Earth.
I'm excited. I'm excited that they're coming. I'm excited they're at my back door. I am waiting to see what the culmination of all this is. It, to me, is something that is at the forefront of a breakthrough.
When they're talking about a flap, essentially what you have is the occurrence of a number of sightings in a fairly short period of time in a given geographic location.
Most UFO sightings occur with an individual. They happen, then they're gone. Once in a while, you get a mass sighting. In 1997, was seen by the governor of Arizona. But flaps are rare because they can last for days and sometimes months.
And then one day, just as quick as it starts, it stops again. And nobody knows why. So you want to take advantage of it. You want to look into it as quickly as possible.
This is the largest UFO wave we've had in Pennsylvania in 35 years. We normally get 8 to 10 sightings a month. We get 63 reports in July. There were 25 more in August, 32 more in September. Why all of a sudden is Pennsylvania seeing all of this? Something's going on.
Even though there are different days and different times, we're seeing a description of some very common objects.
The activity that we're looking at right now is about 7 times more than the usual. We've put together all our information so that we have a map of all the sightings. A lot of people have reported different objects, and it's interesting to note that these objects vary from a cylinder-shaped object to a boomerang to a sphere.
All it was a white ball of light. So I ran inside and I grabbed my astronomer binoculars and I honed right in on that son of a gun, and there was no structural features at all. It was just a white, pure ball of light.
I've only been investigating for MUFON 4 months now. I'm out here to figure out what the hell's going on out there.
It was ball-shaped, kind of. It was just like...
multicolored?
Yeah. The most brightest, like, dominant